What if I told you that more than 4,000 years ago, this land was home to one of the world's earliest great civilizations? Stop digging! What we have just uncovered may be older than the pyramids of Egypt. 4,000 years ago, someone held this seal in their hands, and somehow it survived. But who were these people? And what kind of city did they build? When I first came here, I thought we were simply looking at the remains of an old settlement. But the deeper we dug, the stranger it became. Roads, houses, wells, and drainage channels. We were beginning to realize that this was not an ordinary village. It was a city. Imagine this place, 4,000 years ago. The streets were busy. People were making pottery, working with metal, creating beads, trading goods. Many houses using standardized bricks.
Some had wells and bathing areas.
And beneath the streets was an organized drainage system. For a civilization this old, the level of urban planning is astonishing. But then came the question kept us awake at night. Who were these people? They left behind thousands of objects: pottery, jewelry, tools, seals. But almost nothing that tells us their story in a language we can read.
These tiny symbols belong to what we call the Indus script.
And after all these years, we still cannot confidently read it. These small seals may have been connected to trade, identity, administration, or other activities. Imagine carrying one of these thousands of years ago. Harappan communities were connected through extensive trade networks. This was not an isolated civilization. It was part of a much larger world. Materials such as precious stones, shells, and metals moved through these networks. One of the things that fascinates me most is how these people managed water. At sites such as Dholavira, archaeologists found remarkable water management structures and reservoirs.
For people living in a challenging environment, water was not simply a resource, it was survival.
And they designed systems to collect, store, and manage it. But there is another mystery. Who controlled these cities?
In Egypt, enormous monuments reveal the power of kings. Here, things look different.
We have no universally accepted evidence of giant royal tombs dominating these cities. Was power held by kings? By groups of leaders? By institutions? We don't know. Then, around 1900 BCE, the great urban system began to change. Major cities declined. Some settlements were abandoned. Others became smaller.
Changes in climate and river systems may have played important roles.
Shifts in trade and economic networks may also have contributed. But the people themselves did not simply vanish. Their traditions and cultural practices continued in different forms. Today, we stand among the ruins of a world that existed thousands of years before us. We can see their houses. We can touch their pottery. We can study their tools. We can hold the seals they once held. But their voices are still silent. Perhaps one day, someone will finally understand these mysterious symbols. And when that happens, we may hear the story of the people who built one of the earliest great urban civilizations of South Asia. The earth buried their city. But it could not bury their story. Harappa, a civilization still waiting to speak.